Meghan Markle is back in the spotlight with her new Netflix show with Love Meghan, a polished lifestyle series where she shows off her cooking skills. But instead of praise, she's facing a wave of criticism, and fans are convinced that even Hollywood stars are throwing shade. And at the top of that list, Gwyneth Paltrow. The actress has been a big name in wellness since launching Goop in 2008, and recently she posted a video of herself cooking breakfast at home. Paltrow's version of a cleaner take on a classic breakfast felt simple, effortless, and most importantly, authentic. A far cry from Meghan's polished Netflix aesthetic.
Have you given yourself permission to be who you are?
Yes, but it's taken me time.
While Markle films in a £6.2 million rented Montecito farmhouse, complete with designer outfits, picture-perfect backdrops, and high-production gloss, Gwyneth's kitchen clip features no makeup, no fuss, just a cozy, lived-in vibe. The contrast didn't go unnoticed. And then there's the soundtrack. Gwyneth's video was set to Natalie Cole's "This Will Be an Everlasting Love," the very same song featured in the promos for Meghan's Netflix project. Coincidence? Maybe. But fans were quick to connect the dots, with many interpreting it as a subtle dig. One user commented, "Gwyneth Paltrow continues to throw shade, and I'm here for it. No makeup in her actual kitchen." Another added, "Gwyneth is so genuine, what a breath of fresh air compared to Markle." Between the cozy home setting, the casual vibe, and the choice of music, some believe Gwyneth was making a statement, intentionally or not.
Check on. I really love to cook. It's very grounding for me, and it's kind of like an antidote to stress.
Things got more interesting when Gwyneth was asked about Meghan's show in a Vanity Fair interview. Paltrow played it cool, saying, "Everyone deserves a shot at whatever they want to try." She also mentioned she hadn't seen the trailer, but thinks women should support each other, not compete. Gwyneth even shared a piece of wisdom from her mom, actress Blythe Danner. "Another woman is never your competition. What is right for you will find you."
We are empowering each other.
That being said, Paltrow also admitted she doesn't really know Meghan and Harry despite being neighbors for years. She told Vanity Fair, "I mean, I have met Meghan, who seems really lovely, but I don't know her at all." However, in true Gwyneth fashion, she added a playful touch. "Maybe I'll try to get through their security detail and bring them a pie." And guess what? That pie, it was actually shared between Gwyneth and Meghan. Before the internet could declare them total enemies, Gwyneth swooped in to shut down any talk of a feud during her Instagram Q&A.
I genuinely do not understand this at all whatsoever. Do you understand this?
Meghan even posted it on her own account, making it crystal clear that there's absolutely no beef between them. Now, I'm sure they had plenty to talk about in that kitchen. After all, Gwyneth herself has long been one of Hollywood's most polarizing figures, largely thanks to her eccentric wellness brand, Goop. So before we imagine that kitchen chat, let's take a look at why Gwyneth Paltrow has earned a spot on more than a few most hated celebrities lists. It's not a secret that celebrities have a lot of cash. So much cash they could fill bathtubs and float around in all their glorious piles of money. Let's be honest here, though. None of their fans wants the fact that they're bathing in dollar bills thrown in their face. Gloating about wealth can be taken as a little rude. And this may be one of the reasons that fans have turned their noses up against darling Gwyneth. Paltrow seems to take showing off her wealth just one step too far, by almost making it seem as though her lavish life is no big deal. Fans have noticed that she has a habit of flaunting the expensive things around her house, like the brick pizza oven installed in her backyard, for example, and regularly feature them on her blog. People think she's a woman who is so painfully out of touch, they almost have to admire her abilities to be so gleefully immersed in her privilege. Gwyneth, when continuously lambasted for her overpriced lifestyle wellness brand Goop, said, "I am who I am. I can't pretend to be somebody who makes $25,000 a year." While the wellness industry, known for its crystals, Himalayan salt lamps, detox diets, acupuncture, and the list goes on, has grown outrageously in the last 10 years, many seem to consider Goop to be pure, unadulterated, blood demon-free, organic certified, biodynamic, moon-dusted bullshit. They said it, not us. Heaven forbid we should forget about Goop. Her most recent endeavors since taking a step back from filmmaking include trying to be a lifestyle guru, publishing cookbooks, and hosting a website called Goop. There's nothing wrong with expanding horizons and building your own business. Let's get that straight before we say anything else. Women in business are amazing and we love them. But Goop is Well, let's just say that fans don't really have a lot of nice things to say about the company.
Ambitious was actually a very dirty word for a female. And I think if you demonstrated great ambition for a big career, it was looked down upon.
While its goals seem to be encouraging a healthy lifestyle and diet, several doctors and dietitians have called out the brand for its unhealthy and very small portions of almost no food. A writer at The Guardian sarcastically commented that the recipes read raw almonds, raw honey, an arugula garnish, maybe a mushroom on a feast day. Do you remember the NASA spacesuit stickers? In 2017, Goop released healing stickers that were claimed to have been made from the same conductive carbon material NASA uses to make spacesuits. Needless to say, a representative from NASA shut down that story, stating, "Wow, what a load of BS this is." We should probably add here that NASA does not use carbon to make its spacesuits. And who could forget about the candle that Gwyneth claimed, "This smells like my vagina"? Sure, this recent controversy might be more harmless than Goop scandals in the past. No matter what you think of the gimmicky $75 candle, it's sold out on Goop.com. So does that mean a lot of people's houses now smell like Gwyneth's vagina? For someone who claims to be a lifestyle guru, fans seem to think that she's a little out of touch with what it means to live a healthy and affordable lifestyle. On Goop, Paltrow also posts must-have outfits that cost hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. This is not something the average person would be able to afford, but Paltrow posts them in a way to make it appear that everyone can afford such luxuries. To be clear, it's not that fans have a problem with the products that she sells, but it's how they're marketed that is the problem. These must-have items are obscenely expensive and clearly aimed at the elite and extremely wealthy women. However, the average person can't afford to spend so much money on such things. Fans just seem to feel that it makes Gwyneth completely unrelatable and out of touch with the average person. Although Paltrow adamantly denies it, many people feel that she built her acting career with her family's money. Her father was a television producer and her mother was an actress. Between the two, they were known to amass a small fortune. Paltrow spoke out against these rumors, stating that my father, said, "You are completely on your own. So he never gave me anything. I never had any supplementation. He never helped me with my rent. I never had a trust fund."
That was one of the most valuable things he gave me, was saying, look, you're growing up in a privileged environment, but this is my money. This is not yours. And when you leave home, we're done. I'm never giving you a penny.
Some people, however, simply aren't convinced. And there's that one moment people just don't want her to forget about. Gwyneth won her Best Actress for Shakespeare in Love, and many have thought it to be a questionable win to begin with. Unfortunately, she didn't make things any better with her speech. Her award speech has been considered the epitome of what's considered an Oscar speech fail, and she's never been able to live it down. It might be one of the many reasons there aren't many fans of Gwyneth around anymore. She was seemingly on the verge of tears from the start, and she trembled with emotion as she sobbed her way through a long list of collaborators and loved ones. The weepiness lacking actual tears left viewers doubting her sincerity. When she lost control and started sobbing so much, the cameras had to cut to her mother, actress Blythe Danner. While people think that she may be out of touch with the normal world, she's completely aware of what people think about her. The actress had opened up about all things being famous and living life as Gwyneth in a new interview, where she even goes as far to address the time when everyone apparently hated her. Recalling the week Star magazine called her the most hated celebrity in the world, Paltrow admits it was hard, but she was also confused by the title, thinking that there has to be someone else out there that people should hate more. I remember being like, really? More than Chris Brown? Me? Really? Wow. It was also the same week that I was People's Most Beautiful Woman. For a minute I was like, wait, I don't understand. Am I hated to the bone or am I the world's most beautiful? She told the New York Times. The most important thing is, Gwyneth doesn't really care what people think about her. She tries not to even read her own press, telling Marie Claire UK, "It's none of my business what people think about me." The actress turned lifestyle mogul has built a $250 million brand off the back of bad press. It seems like controversy is excellent clickbait, and who are we to judge? What really matters is what the most hated celebrity on the planet thinks of herself. And as it turns out, Gwyneth Paltrow sometimes can't even stand Gwyneth Paltrow. She told the Sunday Times Style magazine that it took until age 40 to start getting my head out of my ass. In the past, Paltrow confessed about the moment that she realized fame had transformed her into a person she didn't really like. She claimed it happened after the success of Shakespeare in Love, when she became the #1 female movie star in the world. Winning an Oscar seems to have that effect on some people. "Look, I'm famous. I get famous person treatment," she said. "You don't want to be an a-hole, but slowly if people start removing obstacles for you, if you live in a world where you never have to sit in line, where people don't confront you, where they don't tell you the truth, that's what you become. That's what I became. Luckily, my dad burst my bubble for me in a way that it could never be reconstructed." Now, what do you think? Was Gwyneth's breakfast video just classic Gwyneth, or a subtle swipe at Meghan's curated life? Do either of them really deserve the backlash? Share your thoughts in the comments.